Turtle Cape, the Coliseum, Quest Cape, maxing. All mighty achievement, but never really seemed to interest me. Every 99 I've ever gotten has only left me with a fleeting sense of accomplishment. Every quest, level, piece of gear, all mere stepping stone. But for what? What is the point of any of this? Money. So, here's the game. I'm going for max PLAT tokens, and I'm going to do this by making 10,000 accounts, and then operating them by hand to trade and try to get maximum platinum token. That is 2.147 trillion GP. To put this further into perspective, that is enough to buy 160,259 bonds and have membership paid for 8,012 years. Or, a darker path. A player could sell this on the black market right now for roughly $392,000. But that's not what I'm going to do. If I hit this target, I'm going to stare that temptation in the face and throw the ring into Mordor by giving all that money back to the community in some sort of drop party or a giveaway. No botting, no breaking TOS, all legit. So, let's get after it. This is the road to max PLAT. Hello everybody, welcome to another episode of Road to Max PLAT. In this episode, we will be covering my members' accounts and how their flips have been doing. Now, the point of these videos for the new people who are coming in is that I'm hunting for picks to scale into. I run 760 accounts, all free to play at the moment, but eventually, as I keep scaling and get more accounts brewing and cooking, as the cash stack grows up to 10 billion, 50 billion, etc., I will need to have paid-to-play accounts with bonds. So I need to find the most optimal picks, the most consistent picks, and that's what we're looking at here, just week to week. We're doing it week to week instead of day trading because I needed more content. Plus, we need to find passive flipping because the only way to manage massive amounts of accounts is making it as passive as possible. So with that being said, thank you to all my members. I'm going to be trying to just be more retention focused for a little bit, see how that does this week. But I love all my members. Consider becoming a member. Please subscribe. Check out the links down below. Yeah, so let's just hop into it. Okay, so we're here. Midnight Bolts all bought. Looks like we got them for an average price of 67 each. Checking the flipping utilities here. Sorry, wrong one. Stats. Last week, 7 mil made. Midnight Bolts here. We've acquired 263,000 in 1 week for 66 GP. I'm just going to check the month because we've been flipping them for a while. 329,000 right there. Average price 64. So we're going to pull up in the chart. Okay, we got 07.GG market watch. We got Runite Bolts here. They're trading for 73 GP. Last insta buy 73.75. Looks like 70 is the low, 75 is the high for the past 12 hours. If we check this for 1 day, looks like we'll be able to hit that price pretty well. 1 week, looks like this fluctuates low to high, low to high. We're timing this really, really nicely right now. So this account, we'll be making some Bonko bucks off these bolts here. I think I put them in for 74 just to see if we can move them more quickly. This will be a lot of money, I believe. We got 36K at 60. We then got 226 at 67, another 66K at 58. So this account, I was dollar cost averaging. So we're going to make quite a bit of money on these for sure, for sure. Saltpeter, we bought 356 at 8. Just want to pull up in my chart here, just check all these items. Saltpeter, this is a good one, I think. Looks like it goes anywhere from 8 to spikes up to higher than 10 for sure. Let's check out the daily. This one's a little bit sketch. Looks like 8 looks like a reasonably safe place to get it for, and then we should be able to sell it back for quite a bit more. So we're sitting at 419,000 of the saltpeter. Jugs of wine. I was memed on, and I did think that these were members for some reason, but we got another 150K there. We bought all the smoke runes at 50 each. So let's just check out the smoke rune. Ooh, they dove. That's not good. Oh no, they're fine. They just dove for that moment right there. So it looks like buying them at 50 each was a little bit aggressive. 49 each, okay. We're already selling 12K of the Runite Bolts, so those will move pretty fast, I think. And then we will ease back into them at the lowest price over the week. Can't find anything here. The last smoke rune I bought and I sold them for 54, so we're just going to try that again. And that'll be a nice flip. We've almost sold all of our ancient essence. Broad bolts didn't really seem to move too well, so I probably need to bring this up a little bit. So it's at 53. We're going to go to 48, see if we can just get them there. 250k. 235k. Lizardman Fangs all bought at 20. This one is one I gotta check because it started off good, but then it slowed down on me, so I'm not 100% sure. Okay, so it is gonna go higher. Okay, for the last 12 hours it has been selling pretty well, higher. The high price for the last day has been 24. The high price over the week has been 27. So I think we're going to make a lot of money on this flip. So we're going to go 24. 612 with a 4 GP margin. It's going to be pretty damn good. 290k there. And I got a bunch of them for 15, I believe it was. I don't remember. But these are going to move really well. Diamond Bolts E, we're buying them at 77 again. The Diamond Bolts E seem to keep going up. This one's a little bit scary. If they're going to climb like that, I'm not really going to mess with them. So we're seeing a lot of good volume here. So right, we made our adjustment. Second account, sold all of our green D-hide chaps. I love that trade. I think that's a really good one. It's free to play, and it's a nice trade. You got 200 GP margin there, week to week, whatever. Let's see, 200k for the week for the one slot. It's pretty nice. Or even 100k for the slot as a free to play item. That's really good. Chaos runes we sold. I want to just reinvest and see if we can just keep profiting on that item again. Chaos runes again. We made an easy money there. This is an easy one to grab. I grab it at 101. This is free to play or members, and it just performs really well. This is a nice daily flip. Rune arrows we bought out finally at 60. Checking the market here. Rune arrow. 60 to 63, so we probably made at least 3 GP there. 64 happened once. 62 last 12 hours. How about the day? 61 to 62 over the week. Got a couple peaks at 64. 63 seems pretty reasonable to go for a week, so we're going to put those back in at 63. Maybe they'll insta-sell. Nope. We finally sold the black D-hide chaps. So our new window again is 77. We bought them for like 6,000. Yep, we're already selling rune arrows, so black D-hide chaps. We're going to get them for 6,000 again. Now we'll tighten the gap up a little bit here. The Numalite sold almost immediately. We bought that in 1 week and we sold it for 3 GP each, so we were able to make quite a bit ROI on that flip. 1.7 made 106k on that in 1 week. So I'll just do it again. Invest our profit. Lava runes sold, really nice. That'll be nice to reinvest in. 23 each. So we made 200k there. Pretty nice, 210k. Oh, I should check the weekly profit on these guys too for you guys. So we're gonna go right back in at 20, I believe. 23. Reinvest our profits here. Chaos runes bought at 101. Right. Then we're going to sell them again for 105. Molten glass, we did not buy a single one, so I think we'll just jump off that item. We'll try to find something else. So how I'm going to pick again, if you're new here, is we go to the market scanner. We sort by volume and then no tax. So adamant dark flax, maple logs. Somebody said that might be a good buy because of the new updates. and it might surge in price from the demand from it. So adamant bolts are surging as well. But that's for another account. So bowstring, I don't think I've tried bowstring. So bowstring's at 75 with a dive. 1 day, 75 seems to be the bottom, 78 being the top. So I think that'll be fine going on, because we'll be able to catch dumps and we'll be able to catch peaks as well. So we'll just grab 18K of that for the bowstring. Rune arrows are going to sell the same day there. Oops, I forgot to. So over the week we made about 100K on this guy. Kind of makes sense. We've made a little bit less of a bank. So 100K or 1 mil. 1 mil for 13 mil in a week is pretty decent return. So I'm not mad at that. Once we get some better picks like this, we'll be able to rinse them faster. We'll be able to make more money instead of having slots that are dead, like the Black D'Hide chaps were dead for a while. But now that we got some higher performing picks here, like this one hit the buy limit instantly already. Et cetera, et cetera. Should perform better. So we have our third account, Jamarquise. Looks like the adamant bolts really slowed down. That's what I was talking about before. I dropped this fish. Hold on. Because they're up to like 47. Huge surge. We bought our headless arrows. These are always going to perform. Oh, wow. They're going to sell for 11. May even get 2 GP each there. I will check the scanner here for adamant bolts. Because they're at 47.48. That's a huge price spike. Massive price spike. So before that, they were 45.46. And man, they are really surging. So I think the better price to get into right now would be 45, 46. We're at a high point. It will come back down. They swing that hard, so I don't know if it's like worth it to go in at 45. It might be. So we're just gonna try it. Gamble. Fortune favors the bold. But like for a year-long flip, I would just like chill. I would just chill at like 40. I would just chill at 40. So let's just do that. 44. See if we get burned. We'll have to buy and hold. So we hold all the mithril darts here. Mithril darts. Again, this is just a money printer. So we're just going to buy them again at 5. Iron arrows. We got 55K. Looks like these are really slowed down, actually. We have 390K Swamp Tar. Adamant darts. Bought all those for 16. We'll pitch them back in for 20, I believe. These have been nice. We bought all the dust runes for 190. Or sorry, 8 each. 190K again. We'll put them back in for 9. These have been performing super well. Gonna make some easy money. Dust rune is a really nice one. Swamp Tar's been performing really well. Adamant darts been performing. Headless arrows been performing. Mithril darts. This is like a very nice account. Iron arrows slowed down a little bit, but I'm not sure if it's because the margin went up or not. So let's just check that out. 7.7. Aha, so we are seeing price movements to the 7-8 margin, which means there's a higher demand than supply right now. So that will influence trades quite a bit. As you can see, the normal action is 6.7, but you know, we're into an area where it is spiking to 7.8, so that means that this season it'll be kind of slow for right now, however long that lasts. Probably only last a couple weeks, if that. Normally, events that cause those types of actions are like deadman mode, leagues, etc., but they can just happen randomly too. So we got 172,000 flax at 2 as well. So this is also, I feel, a really nice volume account. So we're gonna check out the stats here. The past week we got 3 mil on 14 mil, so this account is performing a lot better. Like I said, that other account we're tied up a few slots with some dead items that I was trying to move, slower items, but this one's a very nice high volume, and it's super passive, guys. Okay, it's super passive. 3 mil a week for 14 mil. You can make 14 mil pretty quick, and then an extra 3 mil with like a couple minutes of effort every week is going to add up to a lot of money. You know what I mean? Let's just say like 2 minutes. So I'm gonna pull the calculator up. Let's say, is it 3 or 4 mil? So it's 3.5. So 3.5 mil. We'll just say it takes 2 minutes of labor. So 60 divided by 2. So, whoops, 60 divided by 2. 30 iterations. We'll take that times 3.5. No way. Yeah, 2 minutes of work. So it's an effective profit of 105 mil an hour. Doesn't add up. It adds up to me, but that's just, I'm always in disbelief when I see it. So 3.5 takes you 2 minutes. If it takes you 2 minutes to make 3.5, because you're just resetting trades. At this point, you're just resetting trades, okay? Making my argument here. You're just resetting trades. You're not looking for trades anymore. Once you have, like, just copy this, or maybe change the iron arrow out to something else a little bit. As you can see, we're already selling headless arrows. It's already making its trade, so you can maybe do this 3 times a week, make it whatever, make a lot of money. And yes, that's going to go up and down a little bit, but 3.6 mil for that's going up because the dust runes are selling now. But anyway, 3.5 mil takes you 2 minutes. So per hour divided by 2, you get 30 cycles of that times 3.5. It makes your time, the effective profit is 105 million per hour. So that is worth the effort. That's what it's saying. Like, you can do raids for 19 mil an hour to fill passive time so you can invest more money and then make bigger trades. But your trades at this limit, or at this point of time, is worth your time. That's all that math represents. So if you were able to do, let's say, what effective rate per hour means is that, so like if I had 30 accounts, I could do this for 1 hour. And for those 30 accounts and that 1 hours of labor, I'd be able to make 105 mil. So 105 mil for that 1 hour of labor. So let's see if it would be worth the bonds for it. So 15 mil there. So 7 bonds, 30 accounts. You'd have to trade a little bit more aggressively, obviously, because this is a negative. This is a net negative in bonds. So if you're paying for it with money and you want to like maximize your RuneScape gold, I guess there's that. But I mean, like in an isolated situation, this is good. So then this is like another one of your herb runs, essentially. So yeah. And I got the free-to-play high efficiency accounts, which may not be that efficient right now because of the iron arrow, whatever. But we were able to sell all of our mine runes. So we'll just go right back in on them. Watch how it compounds. We're able to get that many iron arrows. Thread sold off for 8, so thread again. Grab it for 8 again. Reinvest our profits. This is set up. Pulled all the iron arrows out. Those are going to be a little bit slower. For the week, we got 241k for this account, and it's even less time. I just want to pull the calculator out one more time, because that's my gameplay. That's the gameplay. I was told not to use the calculator so much. I'm supposed to play the game. But I'm just a flipper. Like I heard to that guy who gave me that feedback, I really appreciate it, but I am just a flipper, bro. Like, I haven't been doing anything else. Like, I have content planned to actually play the game, but that's not this. But all of this is educational, how to flip. You know what I'm saying? So, and how to scale it up. So 241k. Okay, so 241k. This takes you 21 seconds per iteration. I've timed it multiple times. So 241,000. So you're checking 21 seconds a week. So if you take 60 minutes times 60 to get seconds, we divide that by 21. We get 171 iterations here, so you could effectively check 171 accounts per hour. Take that times 241, was it? 241,000. 8, we'll just do that on that. And it is worth 41 mil per hour. Okay? So for, that doesn't sound good compared to the members accounts, but you got to think about cost. We did the cost. What's the cost for a free-to-play account? 0. So a free-to-play account, which is giving you 41 mil per hour, may not hurt to have a few of these accounts. So, and if you want like a super efficient guide to that, pre-sale for my course is going on down below. Check that out. Or you can, figure it out yourself. Like, it's not too difficult to make 1 or 2 accounts, but if you want to mass scale it, make hundreds of mil a week, That's where I come in. Save you a lot of time. That time saved is money, more money. The faster you get to 700 accounts, the faster you're making 200 to 400 mil a week. But anyway, let's look at the next account. So all the iron arrows immediately sold, and I kind of don't even want to go back in on them. I kind of want to just take this guy and make him thread just to get off of iron arrows right now. I feel like that's the move right now because, yeah, we're able to sell off mine runes. They take a little bit longer to sell, but they acquire really fast, so that's really nice. So if we look at the profit here, oops, sorry, maybe I should put in the fire runes here. 453. So this one is almost a little bit, it's almost double. So 453k times 171, I think it was. Oh, there's no history. So 3600 divided by 21 times 453,000 per hour to get our new, this one is, so you can get 42 to 77 mil per hour. So if you just find some good picks, you know, through your own experimentation, chatting with people, whatever, you can go to 42 to 70 mil an hour. And the best part about the effective rate for free-to-play flippers is that you can turn them into active play or active money per hour by actually just getting enough accounts to fill that up. So if you made 171 accounts, you would be making 42 mil to 77 mil per week. Okay? It's just, it's busted, bro. But that's it for this episode. Thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe. See you in the next one.